Awkward all around. Okay. Alright, let's make it happen. Hello, hello. I think this thing's on. Alright, I'm trying to see if the streaming works. Alright, so what we have here is Broken Sword 3. It's a very old game, so I can't imagine many of you would even know anything about said game. But you know what, that's fine. It's cool. This is more of a test run for me trying to determine where I'm at. Okay. So this is the first Broken Sword game that was done in a very tank control style, you could say, and so yeah, it's hit or miss on general public opinion, and I think my mic stuff is working out. I'm trying to make sense of all of this. Sorry, a lot of growing pains. Alright, so it's not the beginning of the game. I'm in like a completely different, what is this, like 3 parts into the game, I want to say. So I'm looking for somebody. And
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
yes. He was not leaving until he finished. Can't tell if my stream is working or if I think it's working. Okay. It looks like it's working. Wait. Call these the growing pain stream. Alright. I talked to somebody earlier, but like, I don't know where they went. Maybe I'll go talk to the shopkeeper. Or the Cosmic Fairy. There's a lady here who will... Oh, wait. Ha! Oh, crap. You know what? When I started, I was in front of the woman who was in charge of the shop. So that was my fault. That was my mess up. So I'm hoping, as time goes on, I'm hoping to be able to stream on a more regular basis. So for those of you who are watching right now, this is definitely one of those like, hey, I'm going to learn how to do this. And so the next couple times I do this, it's a lot smoother of a process. But hey, you never know. Alright, let's see what she has to say.
Hi again.
Alright, got a couple more things I can talk to her about.
Okay, let me cross your path.
Never mind that. What you got for me? Quick!
You're really getting into this, aren't you?
The doors to the other side are open.
I wouldn't get too excited. You ought to watch The Twilight Zone on reruns. Hubris gets you smacked down every time. Rod Serling said so.
I always love
I'd like you to
the
look at some boxer shorts.
Now just wait a
dialogue in this game.
I don't want no funny stuff.
Generally
No,
written pretty
seriously, I
well.
want you to use that psychic hoodoo on them.
Them no belong to the same man as before.
No, not unless they were into sharing.
Good. Me don't want to experience anything like that again. Ever. Very well.
How did you know my name? Was that a psychic flash?
Lord, when you were talking to Amon O'Mara, me was standing in my own doorway. Me overheard your name and you was introducing yourself.
Ah, cunning.
The item of apparel, please.
Getting
Ooh, it's a
anything?
cutscene.
Apart from nauseated? Cha, no, me sorry. Oh,
Does it
no!
say that the game freeze?
What can you see?
Dragon fire! No. Emma.
Dragon
And the
fire.
dragon seek his death. He only has minutes to live. Oh, the flames. No. No, the...
Madam Zazie? Madam Zazie? She was out cold, but okay. I must admit, sometimes my shorts had the same effect on women. If she was right, Bruno would be dead soon. I had to act fast. But how? I didn't even know where he was.
My shorts had that effect on women.
Luckily, I got a hint.
Well, that might be a hint of the fire. Run! So what I've done is I've actually played around with the control scheme. So this game was notoriously known for having really bad
Please,
controls.
I need help.
That was almost
I'm nasty, not
unplayable.
a psychiatrist.
I'm serious. There's a fire. Someone's trapped, but that door's in the way.
Say no more. I may have the soul of a poet, but I've the heart of a lion. Lead on!
So I think when I first started playing this game, I spent like 20 minutes
Excellent. Thanks, Eamon.
No trouble.
trying to like
camera crew around to catch me being heroic.
mess with the controls to make them like
I'll call the fire
make the
brigade.
most sense. I used
Then
a couple
I'm gonna
guides
sort
online
out
and
that
stuff, so
bloody
like
thieving hippie.
it definitely changes it because I'm using an Xbox One remote, and it makes it so much more playable than trying to play it with the like built-in controls.
Hey, you, wait! Evil monks. I hate those guys. I didn't have time to go after them. If Zazie was right, Bruno was about to get a pre-mortem cremation.
Always been a huge fan of point-and-click adventure games. They're not always the most engaging games for Let's Plays, but you never know.
I tried to open the door, but it was securely locked.
Alright, let's see. What do we do to put out the fire? Got a couple of boxes. Barrels of skulls on them. This question is, what do I do with these boxes? Yeah, the problem is I can't... Interesting. I would say this game's definitely giving me more trouble with puzzles in comparison to some of the other games I've played. Alright, let's see. So this is the fun part. Do I have... I can't imagine any one of these items helping me. Do I go back the way I came?
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
What did I come here to do? I've come here to climb into a hole that I can't... Actually, I don't know. Maybe I can reach it? No, it's not high enough. How the hell am I supposed to, like, lift the box up? book, got a postcard, metal rod. Nope. It's not a whole lot to work with, like in all honesty. This is the part where you wish you had people watching so they can be like, try this, try that, try this, try that. I wonder if this might work. Hold on. Haha! I figured it out! Oh, climb up, you dingbat. Okay. Took a little bit of effort, but I've climbed into the burning barn.
Somewhere in the smoke, I can hear the clothing. Hey! Is there anybody in here? Call out!
Over
Help
here.
me!
Help me! Help me, please!
I'm on my way!
Help me! There's 2 people in here. Un Liba.
Are you okay? Can you walk?
I think so.
Good. Come on. This place is about to collapse. I'd have given him a hope of survival, but if I didn't do something soon, we'd both die in here. There was no time to chat. We had to get out of there. Come on, we're out of here.
Window. Couldn't think of
Get
anything.
down!
Thing out of. I was gonna say for a game from like 2002, 2003.
Down enough for you.
Actually, do I even have the year right on that? I think I do. I mean, they always show it at the beginning of the
Whoa, that was a close
game
one.
when I boot it up.
It was indeed a close one. Yes. Thank you. I am indebted to you.
Glad to be able to help. Bruno. It is Bruno, isn't it?
Now I must be on my way.
Wait a minute. We've met before. I know you.
You know my name is Bruno, but I am not knowing you.
Where do you come from?
A small country in Eastern Europe, you would not be able to pronounce it.
Wait a minute. I remember now. The foyer of the Hotel Ubu in Paris. You're Ostwald, the Nobel Prize winner.
Oh, my goodness. Stobart.
You're a Neo-Templar, you son of a bitch.
No, listen to me. I left the Neo-Templars.
Oh, everybody in these games seem to know Nico and George.
The last time I'd seen Bruno was when I went head-to-head with a weird bunch known as the Neo-Templars. It had ended badly at a place called St. Ninian's. And true, Bruno wasn't lined up with the bad guys when the curtain came down. Let's say I believe you. Who's after you now?
The Neo-Templar Order was not destroyed, only badly weakened. It now seeks revenge against its enemies. In their eyes, I am a traitor. They do not forget. They do not forgive.
Yeah, I'm not on the Christmas card list either. Hi, Colonel. Everything sorted?
Soon will be. Just off to get Purdy.
Alright. Let's
Who's
chat.
the weirdo in the monk's habit?
I do not know. I think maybe one of Susaro's men.
Susaro.
Know him?
As well as any stranger who tries to kill me. What's Susaro's interest in the Congo?
The Congo?
Yeah, I found a postcard from you there. It's how I found you.
Of course. My friend, Dudley Chumley.
You mean Cholmondeley?
No.
Cholmondeley.
No. Chumley. Drive him crazy being called Cholmondeley.
Not anymore, I'm afraid. Cesaro got to him before I did.
Oh my god, it's such a weird name. Is there more to talk about Cholmondeley?
What about Chumley's machine? Did it really work?
Poor Dudley. His machine, yes, it worked. But only at that one place in the world.
Why there?
Like St. Ninian's, it is focus of natural energy, geomantic energy. I have made a device that can locate the more powerful sites.
And Cesaro is doing the same.
But of course,
They're always doing the same.
This geomantic stuff is losing me.
Imagine the world as living here. Its energies, they run in lines through it.
Like ley lines?
They are ley lines.
There's dog hair everywhere.
Chinese call it the dragon current.
Hi, buddy. Just talking to my dog.
So, Cesaro wanted the site in the Congo to use its energy?
No, it was a poorly developed site, and Dudley had already dissipated much of its power. But Cesaro knew this. He is not just tapping such locations. He is doing something else.
How do you know?
He is making the world sick. You have heard these reports of earthquakes and floods.
Cesaro is doing that?
They are side effects. Every 12,000 years, the energy builds up to a peak. This is natural. But Cesaro is changing the build-up somehow, putting the world in danger. I fear he has found the Temple of the Dragon and activated it.
That's not good.
Cesaro doesn't look like a well man.
He has dabbled with the energy for too long. At first it made him strong. Now it has made him only more or less human, and he is dying. Success doesn't just mean incredible power for him. It means his very survival.
The dog is growling at something. I don't really know what, though.
So what has Cesaro done with this power?
There is a place.
What's up, buddy?
The Temple of the Dragon. It is possible.
I feel like my dog is weirded out by...
Very powerful.
You know what? I don't know, actually.
Very strong.
Where
There's
is
nothing
this place?
here that he'd be weirded out by.
I think Cesaro may have found it.
How did Cesaro get control of the Neo-Templars?
The Grand Master dead. The Order fell into chaos.
What's up? Are you growling at me?
Cesaro quickly took over. Anyone who opposed him was dead within a week.
10:30. It's his bedtime.
So, Cesaro's now the new Grand Master.
In all but name. He never liked the Templar trappings. He calls it now the Cult of the Dragon, dedicated to giving him power.
Power to do what?
Anything, Stobart. And everything.
Are you satisfied, buddy? I think I've pet you enough. It's always great. What's funny is I spent like $1,300 upgrading my PC to be in line with newer things. What am I playing? Broken Sword 3, a game from 2003.
So
Shows where my priorities are.
I was in Paris. It is a major power focus. Cesaro's men found me. I was lucky to escape with my life. I came here.
Why Glastonbury?
See the Tor up there? It is a power site. A very important one. Look at its history, its folklore. You know, Saint Michael, he killed a dragon here. On the Tor.
Yeah, well, you can't believe everything you read, huh?
Yes, you must. This
What
is
the-
true.
Cesaro's men obviously came here after you.
What's with the squid emoji,
Why
Hypna?
don't you come with me to Paris?
Cesaro has many agents in Paris. I would be in deadly peril.
Well, don't you think it's time we took this war to Signor Cesaro?
Stobart, you cannot stop this dragon cult by yourself.
I stopped the Neo-Templars once. I can do it again.
What the hell? So,
Let me at the thieving Aegis.
Pick my little Lissy, would you? I'm going to kill you, you blighter!
Violence isn't the answer.
Yes, it bloody is.
oh god.
Oh, oh, not the face, not the face.
Daddy! No!
Trouble?
Oh, just another wild party. I don't think we should gate crash.
Two days. Lost. 2 days in a stinking cell on blown-up charges.
Interesting, Hypna.
That's
Funny
stupid.
how.
Stupid policeman.
Help me,
If I see
help
him
me
again-
understand it.
Yes? Alcatraz. Who do you wish to talk
Interesting.
Nico? Candy? Where have you been?
to? Staying with friends.
I wonder if the echo or the
Thanks for the warning.
I wonder if the
Keep
audio
him off
from the
my
game
back,
is
would you?
being recorded
Try.
through the
Thanks.
microphone.
See you. Bye. I still hadn't found what was so special about the dead guy.
No, it's definitely not the game, because from my end it sounds normal. It doesn't sound echoey. I may have to play around with my audio settings for the recording, it sounds like.
Perhaps I should make a call. I wondered if Andre might have any ideas.
Andre Lobino?
Hi, Andre.
Andre Lebino.
Nico, where the hell are you? I've been trying to reach you for 2 days.
The police arrested me.
What? Are you crazy?
The French.
What happened?
They held me in the cells for 2 days on trumped-up charges, and then released me without a word of apology. I just hope the trail hasn't gone cold.
What are you going to do now?
Look for more clues, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not using headphones. Do you think that's what it is? Should I be using headphones for the audio to come through?
Andre, I'm going to get back to the investigation.
I guess I don't know how...
I didn't have the time to spend
Just being so
watching
new
TV.
at this, I don't know how... I guess I don't know how audio from the headphones would record into the stream? Maybe it's magic and it just happens that way. I can't open the fridge.
I was scared to look inside for fear of what I would find.
It's never good when you look at a fridge and think
I knew
that.
how to cook, but these days all I did was throw stuff into the microwave.
How's my audio coming through? Am I sounding like normal? Like good? Can you hear me well?
The clown's red nose was a clue that George and I once found. It made me think of him when I touched it. Looking after houseplants
Cool.
wasn't my forte.
I love how I go. I love how I go from having mic troubles in my stream to now I'm having game audio problem. It's like you can't win. It's like, all right, I fixed one problem,
once belonged to
and now
my
I need to
father.
fix the next one.
It was my most precious possession.
So I don't know about y'all when it comes to like how you play your video games, but like I have this like weird obsession
I considered
with
leaving
like
the apartment
checking everything, like everything,
and decided to visit Vonen's
like
place.
massive anal retentiveness. How is Hypna? If you're still there, how is the game picture quality? Is it well? Is it
She asked
Patchy.
so many questions. Oh,
like is the only issue the game audio, or is there anything else you're noticing?
a reporter. She knows. You are a witness.
I couldn't open the door. It was
Not
locked.
that I want to worry you.
You're right.
Yeah, it's from like 2003.
Entering the poor boy's apartment.
More
Then
like is
I
it
heard the shots.
I don't know.
okay? It's not like a choppy, laggy image. Because I changed some of the settings based on advice from people online for how the stream output is, so I wasn't sure if like that was gonna affect it or what.
That's her.
Hello, ladies.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
I thought you'd been arrested.
They released me. I didn't kill him.
You made a mistake, Edith.
Oh, I don't think so.
About the woman you saw,
I'm looking at her right now.
are there any details you can remember that might help?
I told the police everything. Why should I tell you?
Because she tried to frame me for murder.
Ha! What do you
Everybody's
take me
trying to
for?
frame everybody for
A
murder.
character in some kind of detective story.
She's had a nasty shock.
Sorry, the dialogue
She's
hits the
not
nail on
the
the head a
only
little
one.
too much.
She did tell me something. Something she overheard Vernon say.
Go on. It could be important.
He said the power was.
I guess I have to figure out
breathing
how best to have
up.
the audio play through.
And he mentioned a manuscript. I don't know if that helps.
It might. Thanks. Hello.
Bonjour. My friend's very upset.
She's upset. I was the one who was nearly killed.
I do appreciate the help, Hypna. You're welcome to keep watching if you got nothing better to do. It's not the most action-heavy game, so I would blame you if you wanted to bail on me. But if you want to stick around, you can help me solve these puzzles.
I had nothing more to ask her.
Alright, so I need to figure out... So earlier I was in the stage and I had to... I went to meet a guy named Vernon. He was murdered by the time I arrived. I was trying to figure out who the murderer was, and then I got accused as being the killer because she dressed like myself, and so they identified me. So now we're back here, continuing the hunt for clues to figure out who this person is. The last note, yeah, so I was in custody for 2 days. So yeah, I guess I just gotta find some clues. I do know that when I was here last time, I had... there was a safe in his apartment that I couldn't access. So I'm going to attempt to access that safe this time. At least, I mean, it'd be worth a shot. I don't really have a whole lot... my voice cracked. I don't have a whole lot of other clues to go by. You know, the unfortunate side is, like, this game came out in, like, 2003. And you can clearly see in the character model for Nico that, you know, game developers were still highly sexualizing their character designs. Mind you, they still are, is the big, you know, the bigger problem in all of this. But, like, it's just baffling at, like, her dimensions in this game. It's just, like, it's a lot. Like, it's like they were definitely trying to highlight the way she looks as, like, a key focal point. But, like, I think any game in 2003 was doing that.
The door was locked. I couldn't hear anything.
Now, last time I had to
The door
shimmy
was
through a
securely
window.
locked.
She breasted boobily.
The window was now locked tight.
I don't know if that's English.
The apartment was silent.
One of the bigger complaints I had about this game, from what I've played so far, you know, the stuff I didn't stream, was there's no, like, fast dialogue progression button. Like, I read quicker than sometimes the voice
Open the
acting.
door.
You know what? I will need to get back to you on what mic I'm using, because the... So here's the funny thing. I bought this microphone, like, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I've just never really sat down to try and use it. I used to use it for voice chatting in Skype before, you know, Discord was a thing. And then I was like, well, I'm going to use it for streaming, and then I never started streaming. I know I got off
I couldn't
Amazon.
open the door. It was locked.
It has, like, the letters C-A... I'm guessing D? Maybe C-A-D-U-37. I know I searched, like, desktop microphone. When I find it, I'll send you a link in Discord, Hypna. It's somewhere in my Amazon past
I
purchases.
couldn't open the door.
Good to know the mic is... It wasn't too expensive either. Like, I know, like, a lot of people swear by, like, Blue Yeti microphones. And, you know, I mean, you know, those are great. But they're, well, yeah, I mean, this one's pretty this microphone's pretty simple, too. And it costs a fraction of, like, what a Blue, you know, Yeti microphone costs. You know, from what it sounds like, the audio comes out pretty well. I'm not, like, right in it. I've got a kind of a loud voice, so I'm a couple inches away from the mic. I do have a pop filter in case I needed to break some of the air, like, air resistance. Plus, I can always tweak, like, the mic levels. But, yeah, I was originally thinking about buying a Blue Yeti microphone, but I decided not to when I was talking to my brother about possible reasons why my audio quality
leaving the area,
wasn't good. I just hadn't considered,
to remain here.
maybe the microphone level in the audio settings for Windows was just really low. Here I was thinking, I was like, you know, that can't be it. It hits it on the head too well. Reminds me of you know, technicians, and it's like, well, have you tried just turning it off and on again? That fixes the problem maybe
Nothing but trash.
20 to 30% of the time, I'd say.
Just trash.
Never just trash.
Just another locked door.
It's always just another locked door. At the start. Oh yeah, yeah, the iMac mic is definitely not.
The door was locked.
The door. Where? What am I? Wait a minute. No. Okay. I was like. Oh. Ah.
There wasn't enough of a gap to fit the card through.
What the hell am I supposed to do? Maybe the business card?
No way was I doing that.
Well, I was definitely not expecting all the... I was not expecting all the doors to be
I
locked.
couldn't hear anything.
That was unexpected. I will say, like, so this being the third Broken Sword game, I definitely feel like I'm having a lot more trouble. Trouble in the sense of, like, playing this game and, like, figuring out the puzzles. Like, I feel like the answer to the puzzles in this game are, like, much less obvious
Just trash.
in comparison to the ones from, like, 1 and 2. Like, 1 and 2 had a couple, like, obtuse puzzles. Like, don't get me wrong, like, every point-and-click adventure game has a bunch of obtuse puzzles. Especially games like... Oh man, the worst is when like a game lets you pick an item up, and then the item has literally nothing to do or have a use of any sorts. Like Monkey Island was like notorious for that. Like the chicken with a pulley. Every time, man, the chicken with a pulley. I always get it, and it has no use whatsoever. I think the only time it had a use was maybe the first game. I feel like one of the games had a use for it, and the rest of them did not. Okay. So everyone's left. So nobody to talk to. None of the doors work. I've got to be missing something. I will say the one nice
door
thing
was shut fast and wouldn't
in
open.
what is it? The nice thing in like Broken Sword 1 and 2 was like they did have kind of like a in-game hint. Actually, speaking of in-game hint. Let me say, this game, this is a 2003 game. There is no autosave. And you have to remember that when you step back to play old school games.
I couldn't open the door.
Not an
It was
autosave.
locked.
Because I lost a crap load of progress when the game froze on me all of a sudden one time. And I was bitter.
I
was
couldn't
like,
open the door.
Yeah, point and click games are actually my favorite PC game, believe it or not, since most of them
I have
are
nothing more to
only
ask
on
you.
PC game, or most of them are only on PCs. So I do thoroughly enjoy them. Well, the only thing I can think to do before going back to my apartment and trying something is I guess I can try and, I don't know, jimmy the lock, maybe, from the other door, or the window. Maybe the window, I can jimmy the window. Yeah, Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle, like,
The
some of
window
my
is
most
now
favorite
locked tight.
PC games of all time. Let's see, try press card.
Even my press card didn't open this window.
Damn. Oh man, I know Omnicron.
That wasn't a good idea.
I've never played okay, I take it back. I did play a little bit of Omnicron, so my bro had that game. And I did install it, with
That wouldn't
the effort
work
to
either.
possibly play it, but I just didn't focus enough on it. Sometimes
There was no reason
there
to try.
were times where like there was a console game that was engulfing more of my time, and so
That wasn't the right thing to do.
damn. So I had like maybe less drive to be like, oh, I should totally do this. All right, what?
According to the bank
What do I
statement,
do?
Vernon Blier was pretty short of money. Maybe that's why he'd planned on selling his story.
This game's
It was
rough,
the
man.
card I'd found on the dead guy. His phone number was 01237480 19.
Well, only thing I can think to do right now is to, I don't know, go back to my apartment? I don't really... Like, I can't talk to her anymore. That other woman ran away. I've checked just about every place I
considered
can think
leaving
of.
the area and decided to visit my apartment.
Back to the apart. Back to school. Back to school. There's music.
Perhaps I should make a call.
Okay. That's George's photo.
It was a photo of my old friend, George.
They were more than friends. Is it the bathroom? I'm just trying to think, like, what am I missing? Is there, like... I mean, I can't pick up the red nose. It's a plant. Is there, like, a item I need to be...
It was the front sheet of an old newspaper. The paper had more stories about strange weather around the world. It was the pencil I'd borrowed from the lobby of Vernon's building.
I don't get why I would need to... Maybe I'm weird. I don't get why I would need to reorganize the items. I legitimately don't know what benefit this gives me by
My
being
press card.
able to do
I
that.
never did like that picture. The statue was an ugly little thing. It would probably have been worth a fortune if it hadn't been badly worn across the shield.
I don't know what to do. This is one of those things.
I considered leaving the
I'll
apartment
leave my apartment again.
and decided to visit Vernon's place.
I've got to be missing something. Ugh. Wait, she's back. Will she talk to me now?
I wasn't going to get anything useful out of her. I wondered why somebody wanted to kill me so much.
Guess not. Alright. So I've tried what I could. I mean, I've got to be missing something with the door. Like, this can't be the end of it, you know?
The police had done a very good job sealing the crime scene. The flat had been securely locked up. I could see the key in the keyhole inside the door.
Interesting. So how do I get it? Press card doesn't work. Pencil?
If I pushed the key in now, I'd lose it for good. There was no reason to try that.
So this is part of the game where you just try all your items until
That
one of them
wouldn't
works.
work here.
Or it doesn't work, and then you move on to the next thing.
I had to find out why Vernon wanted to see me, and why he was killed before he got the chance.
Oh, there we go.
This
Ah,
was
the-
an old trick, but it might just work.
Ah, the old, Okay, then now
Let's
I probably
see
can
whether those old TV shows were accurate.
push it through.
Aha!
She's doing squats. I guess now I have the key.
Gently does it. It worked. The key landed neatly on the paper.
Cool. Now let me in.
The lock opened with a satisfying click.
I don't know if I should be concerned about where my dog went, because I have no idea where my dog went. Alright, so I'm back in his apartment. I know there was a safe here.
I could have hit buttons at random, but getting the combination that way would have taken weeks.
But that was the issue. I don't know what the There's a fridge there, Chief. What if he has any answer?
Perhaps I should make a call.
Not everybody to call.
The number of the phone was 0123748019.
You have no new messages. Old messages.
Vernon, darling, it's Maman here. I'm at my wit's end. I've given your trousers 3 washes at 100 degrees, and that stain still won't come out.
Ugh.
It's more like cement than mayonnaise.
Ew.
Anyway, the ironing's done. Oh, I hate these machines. Au revoir, à dimanche. This is Nicole Colladier from La Liberté. Just to say I'll be round at 8.
Alright, Hypno.
Goodbye.
I'll catch you later, man.
Vernon, it's Beatrice. Good luck with the reporter. I'll be waiting for you in the gardens afterwards. Love you, Snooky.
What's this?
A girl should never be without a tissue.
Interesting. That wasn't there before.
The trash can contained no clues.
Boo!
It was a paper tissue. The computer was badly damaged. The door was securely locked.
What, I can't unlock it from the inside?
I had a pretty good idea who was going to be behind the door.
It says,
The picture was a
girlfriend.
pleasant touch. Another Steve Jobs original.
Apple reference. Well, now we're getting somewhere.
I could see the street outside.
Should she? I have no reason to be out here. Guess I'll talk to her.
Excuse me, Beatrice.
Why have you come here? Didn't the police arrest you?
They released me. I didn't kill Vernon, but I saw the woman who did.
What do you want with me?
I want to help.
Go away.
Maybe she wants a tissue?
Here. I understand if you don't want to talk.
Thanks.
Can I ask you about Vernon?
He was very anxious to meet you.
What did he want to talk to me about? Do you know?
Not the details. He was acting so strangely.
Go on.
He said his life was in danger. Wouldn't let me come up to the flat. We had to meet in the gardens.
Why was he so scared?
In the garden of Eden, baby.
Ooh.
I
Hey, the
don't
dog's
know.
back.
They paid Vernon to crack some old manuscript. I don't know why it was such a big deal. Anyone can see the manuscript on the internet.
So did he crack it?
Of course. Vernon's the best. He was the best.
The dog is now licking my feet.
So what happened then?
They
I have
told him
socks
to
on.
keep quiet. Threatened him. That was 6 months ago.
So he risked his life to speak to me. But why now?
He said it was all coming true.
What was?
He wouldn't tell me. The stuff in the manuscript, I suppose.
Do you know anything about Vernon's safe?
Only that he's got one somewhere.
You don't know the combination?
No. It would have to be easy to remember, though. Vernon had a terrible memory.
Really?
I used to laugh, because he was always asking me my birthday.
Go on.
What's your birthday again, babe? He'd say, 23rd of October. Same every year, I tell him.
Maybe that's the code?
Okay, Beatrice. I'll leave you alone now.
No! Wait! What about that woman? What if she comes back?
Don't worry. She won't.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to find her and get to the bottom of this. Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Toodaloo. Auf Wiedersehen. Which doesn't make any sense because she's not German. What's up, buddy? I really don't know what my dog's growling at. Oh.
I
What's up,
managed
buddy?
to break in.
No wonder the police thought that you were a criminal.
Did you know Vernon was almost broke?
Vernon was always almost broke. That's why I loved him.
It's a weird reason to love someone, but alright. I'm there with you.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye. I had nothing more to ask her.
Alright.
If you think of anything, or just need to talk, I'm at 361 Rue Jarry.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Okay. I guess I'll try her birthday.
Piecing together the information from Beatrice, I figured that her birth date was the combination I needed. Et voila!
Hey!
There were only two things inside. A hand-drawn diagram and a DVD disc.
A DVD disc.
Vernon claimed the diagram had some importance. The DVD disc didn't have a label. I didn't care who it was for. A reporter has to get her leads where she can. I just needed a DVD player to view it on. There was nothing else inside. The computer was badly damaged. This was one serious binder collection. It wasn't going to work. Not without a hard drive.
Poop.
Who needs ornaments when you've got a TV?
Sometimes the controls are still a little funky. I think there was a DVD player in this room, if I remember correctly from earlier.
Whoever did the dusting here never got around to the TV. I had no reason to do that.
Whoops. There's not going to be a DVD player in the bathroom. What's wrong with me? Maybe back in my apartment? Well, here, let me try the TV one more time.
Not right now.
Okay. I guess back to my apartment. The dog goes on like a licking craze for some reason.
I had the DVD, and now I needed to take a look at its contents. Going back to my place was the best option. What the?
Oh God! What the fuck?
I had the DVD, and now I needed to take a look at its
Yeah, I
contents.
forgot like how in
Going
this
back to
game,
my
like
place
there are
was the
actual
best
moments where
option.
you could die.
What the?
Oh my God, the reaction time on this is ridiculous.
I had the DVD, and now I needed to take a look at its contents. Going back to my place was the best option.
Alright, I'm gonna get it this time.
What the?
Also, the way they spell tires is throwing me off. Aha! Third time's a charm. What the fuck?
God,
The,
that was close.
the character model!
That was the sports car I was looking for
The
earlier.
character model was in the floor. I'm gonna go ask the girls about it.
I had nothing more to ask her.
Or not.
I wasn't going to get anything useful out of her. I wondered why somebody wanted to kill me so much.
Because she did it.
I considered leaving the area and decided to visit my apartment.
Visit that apartment. Yeah, at some point, like if I get a capture card, I'd love to start playing like the Nintendo Switch or something.
I didn't have the time to spend watching TV.
Do some Smash Bros. I don't want to watch TV. I want
My
to
hands
watch a
trembled
TV.
as I slid the disc into the slot. What was so important that it got Vernon killed?
If you are watching this, Mouse, then, well, you know what's happened. The whole world is in danger, Beatrice. The manuscript those people paid me to decode had a secret. A deadly secret. Though I didn't know it at the time. You know all those earthquakes and the crazy weather I've been going on about? They were predicted in the manuscript. Turns out it's quite famous. Called the Voynich manuscript. People have been trying to crack it for years, and I beat them to it. Me, Vernon Blier. I haven't decoded everything, but what I've seen is enough. Fox of a power so great, it could destroy the whole of mankind. It flows continually around the earth along routes known as ley lines. The Chinese call them dragon lines. You know,
Ley lines or dragon lines,
people
alright.
learned how to use this energy, and it
Civilization
brought them
is
great
spelled
power. They became greedy. They lost control. Power surged. It almost destroyed the world. Beatrice, the people who paid me want to harness this power. And if they do, it is the end of the world. For real! You'll find a diagram with this. It's important, but I haven't worked out why yet. Two things I know are very important. Something called the Key of Solomon and the strange phrase, devils and witches dance with cows on the Sabbath.
All this cryptic
The
text.
more I work on the manuscript, the more confused I become. And the more
You and me
I
both,
fear
buddy.
for my life.
You and me both.
Whatever happens, Mouse, I love you.
Is it called Beatrice Mouse? Or is Mouse somebody else? It's a good question.
I'd wanted a big story. Now it looked as though I'd found one. But what did it all mean? I was going to need help.
Do we call Ghostbusters?
Perhaps I should make a call.
Or we're gonna call
I
Andre?
wondered if Andre might have any ideas.
Andre Lobineau,
Hi, Andre.
it's good to hear from you. I do worry about you, you know.
Oh, Andre, you are sweet.
Oh, my foot's really itchy. I know, random.
I've got a serious problem, Andre. I really need your help.
Tell me about it and I'll see what I can do.
The guy who died?
The one you went to interview?
That's him. He left me a message recorded onto a disc.
How terribly dramatic. A voice from beyond the grave.
This is serious, Andre.
I
In
hate
his
Andre
message,
so much.
he says he managed to decipher something called the Voynich manuscript. Also, do you know anything about the Key of Solomon?
I need to see this for myself. I'll see you at your place.
He's always find a reason to come over and see Nico.
Whatever happens, Mouse, I love you.
If even 1/10 of that is true,
We have to assume it is, Andre.
let's summarize what he's told us.
Something called the Voynich manuscript suggests that an ancient civilization used a power that ran through the earth itself.
And someone is trying to use that power today, possibly in the process causing earthquakes.
That strange
I don't know how Nico
diagram
keeps finding
of
herself
something
involved
called
in
the Key of Solomon
weird
has, as yet unknown,
life
significance.
Nonsense
I
things.
have no idea what the diagram is, but I know about the Key of Solomon.
What does it unlock?
It's a fabled book that holds the wisdom of Solomon. What else was there?
Devils and witches dancing with cows on the Sabbath.
Devils and witches were reputed to have danced on the Ile Saint-Louis.
Part of that island used to be called Ile aux Vaches.
Cow Island.
There's a significant connection
Island,
to
huh?
the Ile Saint-Louis.
It's kind of a moot
Only
point
pinpoint it more
at this
closely.
point. Moot point.
What could it mean, Andre?
We're going to have to be methodical about this.
You say the Key of Solomon is a book.
Yes, there are even ancient Hebrew manuscripts that are claimed to be the real thing. But genuine scholars doubt their authenticity.
Perhaps the real thing contains further information on this. What's the significance of the Ile Saint-Louis?
I have no idea. Perhaps we need a connection to another piece of information.
Do you think there is a theatrical link to the island?
You need to do some research.
I know just a
Oh,
place to
don't
go.
do any research.
What do you think that pattern represents?
It looks a bit like a spider.
Andre, this is serious. Do you think it could have anything to do with the lines of energy he mentioned?
Maybe this is where the power lines meet up.
Brilliant! That's it! But how does that help us?
It's a very good question. Alright. On to the next thing. I mean,
Perhaps
if
I should make a
Andres
call.
Here, who would I be calling? Apparently the newspaper. Alright, I'll take
Better
it.
check in with my paper.
Oh no, I've lost my viewers. Oh no.
News desk?
I need you to help me.
That's what I'm here for.
You're a resting actress, so you might know this. Is there a theatrical connection to the Ile Saint-Louis?
There's an old theater on the island. I knew some people who were trying to get it reopened a few years back. But it's been condemned for the last 5 years.
Does it have a name?
Leoglyph.
Thanks. I owe you one. Bye now. My battered old phone had seen better days.
I've seen better days. I wouldn't start on a Redding craze. I've seen better days.
It was the front sheet of an old newspaper. The paper had more stories about strange weather around the world. Vernon claimed the diagram had some importance.
Some importance. See if
What could it
Andre has
mean,
anything
Andre?
else to say.
We're going to have to be methodical about this.
Andre, do you know anything about a theater called L'Hieroglyphe?
On the Ile Saint-Louis?
Yes.
No.
I'm going to have to investigate then.
I mean, sounds like I need to
considered
go
leaving our
investigate the theater.
Andre, I'm going to hunt down some more clues.
It's a bit late to go poking around an old theater.
I'll be fine. Typical.
Will you though? Will you be fine?
Hello?
Remember me, your boss?
Ah,
Where the hell have you been?
in jail. How come you didn't bail me out?
We're a bit low on resources right now, Nico. Which is why I have a new assignment for you.
I'm still working on the dead hacker story.
That's old news. I want you to
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
drop the case.
No! Someone framed me.
Don't get to choose, Nico. That's not the deal.
In that case, I quit.
Yeah, girl.
You know, I feel better for that.
There's just a question of how you'll pay the bills and eat.
Something will come up.
You sound like your friend, George.
Wiki, wash.
The theater looked as if it had been abandoned for years. I wondered if it was really the right place. I was going to have to get inside to find out.
I'm also going to make sure I save. Okay. So let's investigate. There's a back door. Can I interact with the back door?
I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
They're always locked. Every door is locked. It wouldn't be a point-click adventure game if you could open every door. Kind of reminds me
I
of.
couldn't open the door.
It kind of reminds me of playing like a Silent Hill game. So I don't know if you've ever played Silent Hill 2, but Silent Hill 2, like, there's so many doors you come across, and most of them can't be open. So if you have the map, every time you go to a door that can't be open, there's like a red squiggly line that gets like drawn on the map. That always irritated me. I can't imagine there's any use, like, to anything out here.
The door
I
was
should
shut
probably, like,
fast
go back to the
and wouldn't open.
Like, I don't know what benefit I'm getting by running, like, around. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm just making sure there's nothing on the outside I need to be aware of. Like a person. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I'm going to the door. Or running into the door. More like it.
The door was locked. I couldn't force it.
Womp.
I peered through the window, but the place was too dark. The door was in a terrible state, but the lock was brand new. Someone was obviously still using this place. There was no reason to try that.
Okay.
Just another locked door.
Just another locked door.
All was quiet. The door looked well made. I couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door. It was just a door. Nothing particularly special.
So many doors.
I couldn't open the door.
Maybe there's something around the corner? Wait, I think that's the car to try to run me over.
I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
I would say these maps on this one are definitely a lot larger in size in comparison to Broken Sword 1, like when it came to like the areas you investigate. But let's find out. This car looks very familiar.
The door was locked. I had no way of opening it, short of throwing a brick through the window. I could see the mask the traffic warden had described. I was in the right place, all right. It was the red Jaguar that had nearly run me over. The killer clearly had the connection to the theater. It looked like I was on the right track after all. Not right now.
I found the car.
Just another locked door. It was just a door. Nothing particularly special.
What is
I couldn't
happening?
hear anything moving on the other side of the door.
Okay, we're making
The
some
ladder
progress.
looked like a good way up onto the theater roof, but it was pulled up and too high to reach.
Boo.
The ladder looked like a possible way up. All I had to do was reach it.
I need a box.
Locked. Probably from the inside. I wasn't going to get in
What the-
there, but there had to be some way in.
What was the... What
The
the
place was
fuck?
quiet.
What was
Not a
that?
sound.
It was like this, like, sound trying to open the
The
door.
stage door. When I was a kid, I dreamed about stage doors. Didn't expect I'd end up trying to break into one.
You never know where life's gonna take you, Nico.
I had no reason to do that. I had no reason to do that.
Let me skip dialogue.
That wouldn't work here.
Boo.
That wasn't appropriate.
Is it ever? Is it ever appropriate? Just continuing on my adventure.
Nothing special about this door. I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
Not a ton happening. I'd be like, hey, I'd be happy to answer the questions of the audience. The audience.
The door looked well
Actually, there's two people in here. I don't know who those two people are, but you know what? I appreciate the two of you for hanging in. You know what? Actually, I think one of them might just be me, though.
I couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door.
I gotta get a second monitor.
I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
So whoever that one other person is,
I
thank
couldn't
you.
open the door.
I appreciate you. Don't worry, I promise, for the people who decide to follow and keep in touch with my streams, I promise you, I will play much more active games. I don't know if it'll be all the time, but there'll definitely be bursts of it. Alright, so now what do I do? Do I go back to the car? Is there something I'm missing with the car?
My lead had brought me to the theater. I wasn't walking away now.
Alright, fair enough. We're not walking away now. I guess I'm just gonna head back over to the car? I mean, I don't know. That was the... That area made the most sense in terms of, like, things I could do. So I may as well... Well, because there was the ladder, there was the other ledge that was, like, implied at... The only problem is like, I don't have a footstool. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe I can push the car? I mean, I don't know if I can, but I can definitely give it a shot. Like if I... Damn. Damn.
I had no reason to do that.
Why not? Just bust it.
No way was I doing that.
Oh, come on.
Vernon claimed the diagram had some importance. Not right now. According to the bank,
wrong button.
Vernon Blier was pretty short of money. Maybe that's why he'd planned on selling his story.
It's like one of those things where I think you get to a point where
That wasn't appropriate.
you just kind of got to start using items on things.
Not this time.
And hope something works.
I had no reason to do that. I had no reason to do that.
I don't have a reason to do anything. Let's see. Is there significance to this ladder that I'm missing? Man, there must be something missing with this ladder. It's the only thing I can think of.
The ladder looked like a good way up onto the theater roof, but it was pulled up and too high to reach.
It's always too high and hard to reach. Or whatever. Whatever. I guess continuing on my investigation of something. You know that poster? You know, that kind of looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my god, no, I'm sorry. That's the wrong actor. Oh my god, I'm losing it. Michael Fassbender. Yeah, that kind of looks like Michael Fassbender. I don't know how old he was in 2003. Wasn't too well known. He kind of got his break in Inglourious Bastards. What am I missing? See, door. Door, like, just none of these are usable. Like, I legitimately can't find anything else other than over here where, like, the camera highlights things. So, like, there must be something I'm missing. Like, there must be something I'm, like, missing when it comes to, like, any of this stuff. How do I get up here? Is there like a leverage? Oh, son of a bitch! The timing on this nonsense. It's like the angle. See, and that's the tricky thing with these things, man. You gotta like, you gotta be careful, man. Okay, so I made a little bit of progress. So now I just need to find out how this benefits me. Very inconspicuous opening. Okay. So first floor means nothing to me. Okay, I guess we're going to use the ladder. Let's figure out how to use the ladder. There we go. One of these ways is going to work. Okay, opening. More opening. I guess, why not? I think I saw something. Nope. Fourth level? Yeah, that like spatial timing or whatever it is definitely different. This game feels like a weird like brainchild of like what Grim Fandango did for like because Grim Fandango came out in like 1998 and it was like a 3D adventure game, which was a little rare at the time for point-and-click adventure games. like most point-and-click adventure games. Now, mind you, I'm not swearing by any of these facts, so like, yeah, in some sense, I probably could fact-check myself, but I don't remember a ton of point-and-click adventure games in like the early mid-90s that were 3D based. I'm sure some of them probably existed, like Omnicron. Omnicron possibly existed. I don't know what year that was.
It was a gamble, but my options were limited.
And then there was also like The Longest Journey. So I mean, they existed, I guess. So
well, I had untied the billboard.
Comet retracted.
Nothing had happened. Maybe it was stuck at the bottom.
Stuck at the bottom. It's a weird ladder system I'm trying to incorporate here. So where's the bottom? Like one more floor down? Alright, so I gotta go. It looks like I gotta go like. Not only do I gotta go 4 down, it looks like I have to do this like weird. Okay, I get it. I have to basically like climb back down the way I came and go to the other side, climb up, you know, there and away. Running, 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 doing all the running. Can I jump across? Haha! Okay. It looks like, regardless of where I went, one of those paths would have benefited me in some way. Well, clearly I know what to do with this box. Yeah. Is that the right spot? Alright. Oh, there we go.
The base of the billboard was attached by metal clips. Success.
That means one way to get
I was
across.
risking death with every step, but so what? I felt like I was under a death sentence already.
That game seems to be doing it for me. As we've learned, with the car trying to kill me, I need to be shiza bad. Well, that's no fun.
God, that was close. I was trapped on the theater side with no way back.
I mean, I think in theory that's what I wanted. Okay, well, I don't want to jump down, so I guess the only option is to climb the ladder. Climbing the ladder. Are any of these doors open?
Nothing special about this door. All was quiet. I couldn't open the door.
Luckily for most point-and-click adventure games, there's generally not
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
There's not a collectible system. So even though I have this like weird anal, like I must search everywhere
open the door.
mentality.
It was locked.
I don't have to worry as much about missing things, which is at least nice. Oh, okay. I was like, it looks like the roof's right there. Why don't I just jump across? Okay, is that my lucky door? It's my only door. This doesn't seem ominous at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. This looks a little run down and beat up. I don't know if that's like dialogue from the song or if that's like dialogue from something else. God, this game controls like shit.
There was somebody coming.
Uh-oh.
I had to hide. The popcorn stand was my only option.
I shall miss Paris, my dear. It has been charming, has it not?
I shall never forget it.
But
there's the woman who dressed like me.
Becoming unstable, and we have no need of this base.
When will we leave?
Soon.
I love that 2003 animation.
Of course.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It seems that we have a visitor.
Is this the right place for the audition? You again.
Aha, so this is the girl. Petra, my dear, you must introduce us.
Nico Collard? Senor Susaro.
We have never met, and yet our lives have crossed.
For the worst.
In your case, that will certainly be true. Flap!
Why is his name Flap? Like, what kind of name is Flap?
Bruno and I came to Paris. It was the first time I've been
Hey,
back
we're back
since,
to George.
Well, since the last time. I was on the trail of Cesaro and the Dragon Power. We waited till it got dark. Then Bruno led me through the back streets to the place he suspected.
Oh yeah, I'm in Paris. Am I at the theater?
I waited while he checked the readings on his mysterious device.
My calculations indicate that this is the place.
Behind that wall? Are you sure?
My machine tells me it is there and I have no reason to doubt it.
Okay. Well, let's get inside and take a look.
No, I am not going in there.
Chicken.
I said I would bring you here, and that is what I have done. I am not going in there.
Bruno, you're just being paranoid.
No, it is only paranoia when they are not out to get you.
Okay, Bruno, you stay here.
Cool. Alright, well, I think this is where I'm going to end this for now. What I would like to do is I do want to look at messing with the audio and see if I can have the game audio come out clearer so it doesn't sound as echoey. So I do appreciate those of you who have watched. Please subscribe to my Twitch channel and hit the notification button to know whenever I'm going to be streaming again. As time goes on and I kind of get in the swing of things, I am looking to generate a regular schedule of content and being able to continue to stream a variety of games, both old and new, as I kind of work through my backlog. And then as time goes on, I'll try to add in some more console games, in addition to like PC and things like that. But I appreciate everyone for hanging there with me. I look forward to more games, so I'll see everyone in the next stream. Have a good day.